Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 Instagram for business tips for 2018. So 2018 is coming up. These are the best tips for trying a few new things that could really grow your brand on Instagram. First thing is to use a URL in your profile, obviously, but instead of using your home page, use a specific squeeze page. So I'll show you a couple of examples. Founder Magazine, really grown their brand on Instagram, one of their biggest social media platforms. They have 1.1 million followers now, and they got that in a fairly short amount of time, posting quotes, posting other, motivational stuff, and promoting their magazine. But you'll notice that when you click their link, it's not going to their home page of their website, like a lot of people make the mistake of doing. Instead, it goes to a place where you can put your name and email address. So you're subscribing to their email platform, and in exchange, you get a free book or guide. So that is a squeeze page, as you can see. That is something they give you for free. You put your name and email in, and then you get future updates from their brand. Another example, Jeff Bolus, very well-known social media user and blogger, founded jeffbolus.com. He posts all kinds of pictures that relate to his articles and stuff like that. You'll notice that he doesn't have a link just to his website, but he has a link to a specific squeeze page that offers you a free resource in exchange for your email address. So this allows them to share with you the latest blog posts, latest offers, cool stuff you might be interested in. In exchange, you get this free resource that could really help you out. So 2 squeeze pages as examples, and they're using their Instagram profile website or link to promote that. So have a specific squeeze page. Collecting emails is one of the most important parts of your business. The next thing is to post 1 to 2 times per day, and you probably don't want to go over that. So if you want to get the best results as far as engagement on Instagram, you want to go by what works, which is 1 to 2 times per day. You'll notice pretty much any brand, with a few exceptions, the ones that are usually the most popular, they'll post, maybe like Founder, they'll post maybe a quote a day, and then they'll do the occasional update on their magazine and stuff like that. So if you're like a, say, influencer on Instagram and you're trying to just promote yourself, just become Instagram famous, you might do like what people do as a vlog or on YouTube. The pretty much the same thing as that. You post a video or an image of whatever you're doing that day, having fun, etc. So with the accumulation of 14 studies on the best times and how often to post on Instagram, coschedule.com came to the conclusion 1 to 2 times per day is the best. 3 is kind of high, 1 is kind of low. On average, 1.5 times a day is what the biggest and best brands post, according to Buffer, which is a very well-known social media marketing company. You also might want to post the first post around 8 and 9 a.m. and then another one at 2 a.m. Those tend to be the times when you get the best results in terms of engagement. Also, share your fans' pics. This is kind of a new strategy that I first noticed from GoPro. So GoPro, of course, being the camera company, we film each other doing all kinds of stuff. We film ourselves doing snowboarding and kayaking and doing all kinds of stuff because we're able to mount these cameras in all kinds of places on our equipment. And you can see GoPro, they post a lot of their fans' pictures and stuff. They'd have a hard time coming up with all this stuff just as a company, but people, their fans all over the world, are doing countless photos of them doing stuff, videos and images. And you can see they get hundreds of thousands of um, likes and, you know, hundreds of comments on pretty much each one. People love to see their stuff promoted by brands. It's a big strategy a lot of people aren't doing yet. Evernote has started doing the same thing. They're a productivity app. And what they started doing is, instead of just posting a bunch of stock images, they post pictures that their fans send in of their workspace. And they post their favorite ones. They get pretty good engagement, especially relative to their amount of followers. And people feel like a better connection with the company. They feel more connected to Evernote and GoPro because of this. Another thing that can increase your engagement on Instagram is to use more faces in your posts. So there was actually a study done by Georgia Tech University that says that you get 38% more likes on Instagram pictures that have a face in it, and 32% more comments. So you can read about the whole thing here. The article is at the georgiatech.edu website. I'll have a link to all the stuff in the show notes, but that's a significant increase in engagement. 38% more likes, 32% more comments. And of course, you can read the rest of the details here at Georgia Tech's website. So one example I would say, like, this is what a lot of celebrities do, athletes, artists, people like that. They have their pictures with their face in them. Like if you are following a specific person instead of a specific brand, especially when you see their face, typically those are the pictures that get the most engagement. So you see like Kobe Bryant, the very famous basketball player, he has a ton of engagement, especially on the pictures where his face is shown, whereas the ones without his face in many cases don't get quite as much, for instance. So another thing you want to do, post with more faces in your posts. And last but not least, change your profile to match other social media profiles. As a business, you're going to have multiple profiles. So you need to have, you know, your Twitter profile, your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile. Make them all consistent. Make it easy to find. Make it to where if people follow you on Instagram, they can find you on Twitter just as easily because they want to keep up with your stuff. So a quick example, entrepreneur.com. They're a big magazine. They have Instagram.com/entrepreneur. You can see that's their username right there, entrepreneur. And they use the black E logo. If you go to Twitter, the black E logo, identical to the one on Instagram. And you go to twitter.com/entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, as you can see here, is the Twitter handle that they're using. So you can easily find them because they have the same professional logo and the same exact username on both profiles. So that makes it easier for people to find you. If they find you on one, they might want to find you on another one, or they might have a preferred social media platform they're looking for your brand. So that's it for this video. I just want to give a few tips for businesses. I know what it's like trying to build a social media brand, and I'm constantly studying the best brands out there. These are some of the kind of tactics that a lot of people miss. And if you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. Also, if you want to let me know what you thought about the video or some suggestions for future content, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I know others watching would as well. And I'll get the links to the examples, the links to some resources, like for instance, if you wanted to create a squeeze page like I mentioned Jeff Bullis does, and Founder Magazine, like I would recommend tools like Lead Pages and Get Response. Lead Pages would be the actual squeeze page itself when people put their email in, and ask for the free resource, the resource would be sent to them, and the emails would be collected and organized through GetResponse. So just things like that. The tools you need, the examples will be on the show notes page at selfmadesuccess.com. I'll get a link in the description of the video for that as well. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.